Hello, Oregon Google Summit presenters. It's Summit Week, so that means it's time for a crash course in Google Plus Hangouts on Air, the tool we're using to broadcast our sessions this year. First thing, you need to get yourself to Google Plus. That address is plus.google.com. Once you're there, there's a button somewhere on the right-hand side of your screen. Sometimes it's in this right-hand panel here, and sometimes it's all the way over to the right-hand side of your screen. Depends on your browser, your operating system, and a few other settings. Once you find it, click Start a Hangout. When you do that, you're going to get a new window, and it's going to turn your video camera, your webcam, on your laptop. For the summit, we don't need to worry about the first box, including people from our circles, our public. We actually don't want extra people joining us in the Hangout. We do need to name it. And I'm going to also put something about Oregon Google Summit, maybe even the year. I'll click Enable Hangouts on Air. When I do that, it lets me know that it's going to both Google Plus and YouTube. And we can ignore the Hangout Options link. It is really just allowing us to restrict minors and change the language, and then click Hangout. There are lots of different icons and buttons across the top here. If we had multiple people in our Hangout on Air, we could use Cameraman. And there are some fun Google effects, and you can share Google Docs and all sorts of good stuff. To keep it simple for Friday, if you're not a power user already, I want to recommend using the lower third, and that's the only button we're going to focus on for the setup. So I'm going to fill in my name, the name of the session again, and I like the green banner, but you can choose whichever color you want. With this email, I've sent you a file called Hangout Lower Third. It's a little logo file that you can attach, and once those 4 fields are set, you can toggle that to on, and you have a lovely professional looking lower third banner. It looks backwards when you're looking at the screen yourself, and that makes it the correct facing banner for those folks who are watching you. Once you get your lower third banner set, you can click the red button for Start Broadcast, and it gives you a warning that you're going public and live. And then it tells you that you have, 8 or 9 seconds, and I'll do a countdown for you. Okay, and now we're live. So I actually should have said before you were live, that's a good time to check your nose, to check your teeth, check your hair. Just make sure that you look okay in the camera. Once you're in the live Hangout, I think the thing that I will use most is the screen share. It's the third button on my screen in. And once I click on that, I'm going to be given the option to share different windows or different tabs or my desktop. What I have found helpful over the past year is to actually have a window open with as many tabs as possible that I know I'm going to use in my presentation. So in this case, on screen share, you can see I have this Google Chrome window open with several tabs in it already. And that way, when I'm there, and I'll see if I can split this screen here so you can see it on the recording, I can navigate between my tabs and not have to be opening up multiple windows and worrying about sharing those windows, and also not having to share my full desktop, which is helpful. My last note for today is on the YouTube and Social Studies slideshow that I have here. This is a Google presentation. And what I do is I don't go into the start presentation mode, again, because I'm trying to keep things to one window. So under View, down at the very bottom, I just do full screen, and then I adjust it if I need to on the slide size. And that gives me still nice looking slides, but again, I can keep them in the tab in my window. So this is crash course number 1. We may follow up with some loose ends later in the week. Thank you all for volunteering your time and expertise. See you Friday. Bye.